I forgot to record.
Can't save them all.
Oops.
Where would we go, son?
That... Oh my god, I played all that and I forgot to record.
We don't belong here anymore, Father. Let's just leave it all behind. Together.
Okay, so yeah. That, and then there was anticlimactic. And that transition to the credits was kind of too abrupt. There's no transition at all. There's no dip into black or dip into white or some sort of transition into these credits. Or something like you have your title pop up, like something like the logo, the introduction thing. I feel like that ending there was very bad. It's less than ideal, and I mean, cause I effed up. I thought I recorded and apparently I didn't. Oh my god. I'm just gonna take a look. Okay, so I recorded and then I somehow ended my recording, or my recording software automatically ended. Or the OBS somehow automatically just ended. I don't know. What happens if I go back? Okay, so let me just do the fight again. So I will skip all the I will guess I won't skip all the dialogue.
How did this half-grown human find her way into my laboratory?
So what happens is
I was
that
not talking to you, girl. You shouldn't be here. This lab is where the grown-ups come to get things done. Now leave. I will never abandon my people. My work here isn't finished. And you will not make me. Now leave!
so so there's several waves of enemies that we have to kill. Some of them are more difficult than others, but overall it's just not bad. Not bad at all. And then we get pulled into him.
I have roamed these lands looking for you. I never realized until recently. Do you not know who I am?
You think you
Do
can...
you not know who I am?
I said leave!
And so every time he says leave, we have a fight. I mean, these fights are really not bad at all. So this is what I had to go through. Since this is my second time doing this. It is.
I don't mean to upset you. I only want to tell you my story. It is our story, to be honest. For I am your son.
That's preposterous. My boy is dead.
So yeah, as you see, Mad Dog is actually the Black Baron.
He is not. He is standing right beside you.
I am done listening to your talking. If you will not believe, then fight.
And also, like, we have this. We are fighting
Father, I do
as
not
we're
wanna
talking
fight
as
you.
well.
I have come a long way to find you.
Enough. I will not have another word of this nonsense.
And then we get another wave here. A large immoral. There's more after this. So they do give you some time to relax. But overall, if you know how to blind type, you should be fine. You should be totally fine with this game in overall. I think the Black Baron, Black Baron or Maddock fight, this Maddock fight is not that bad. It's just long. There's too many, in my opinion, there are just too many waves. We can do with like a little bit less waves, in my opinion.
I realize you thought me dead, injured by the electric storm. Dead before the White Queen could heal me, and I nearly did die. But it was the Tree of Life that saved me in the end. It took pity on me. It liberated my soul from the body beyond repair.
Oh, but dear Fox, this is where your story falters. The Tree of Life was entirely at the mercy of the White Queen. It could never have saved you.
The Queen was never evil. She understood the temptation of dissonant magic. In the end, she corrected her wrongs and saved her people.
You do not know what you're talking about.
I mean, I saved the queen, so.
You weren't there!
I am trying to tell you that I was there. You were the Black Baron. But your story continues because your son did not die. Can't you see what pain you have caused? You wanted to be right so badly. You tricked a witch into using dissonant magic. Don't you see this is not about you anymore?
It was never about me, nor my son. It was always about our people. That is what you don't understand. Even today, it is about protecting them out there. And I won't let you hurt them. I must stop you.
Well, yeah. In my opinion, this is exactly what the politicians say. They say, "Oh, it's all about the people," but no, it's never really all about the people. If there is nothing to gain from being a politician, why would they even bother being a politician? In my opinion, no one does things out of just the pure love of their heart. Fire, enrage, nemesis, darkness, ferocity, okay. This is... maybe there's one more wave after this?
Father, nothing that's been taken by force can ever save anyone. Do you not remember Iris of the Dwellers? You convinced her to turn on the serpent when she had sworn to protect it. And what good did it do? Enrage a serpent? Kill Bora, who dreamed of a better life? Drive the Dwellers deeper underground?
None of that was my fault. I only wanted the serpent's blood. They made me the Strident.
You were the Strident. You took whatever you wanted from the Dwellers. You need to understand that it was you that did those things.
The end does not
did what was needed to save our
make the mean.
I took my responsibility.
Doesn't really matter, like, people say that the end, well, it's all that matters, but the mean, the way that you get to there, to the end, is also important as well.
When will you accept that we destroyed Sun City? It was you and I that started the electric storm. You were afraid of true magic, and what it could do if it got beyond your control. If only I had learned how to control my true magic, Sun City would still thrive in this desert.
I know what we did, what I did, and that's why I need to save them. They're out there scavenging in the scorching sands because of me. So I will fix this once and for all.
Last wave. Last round. Let's go. Okay. Panic, fire, large, and disrespect, remorse. Okay, let's run around a little bit. Wait for these guys to die. It.
You can't fix what is
hope
beyond
so.
repair, Father. Let's look at the road ahead.
I need to save them. If I don't, then who will? They are meant to thrive.
You're not saving anyone. You're destroying them all. Try to remember.
And that's it. So, very nice. I think I got all of the collectibles. I mean, I got most of the collectibles. Some of them are not accessible.
The smoke from the Nova
Either-
fountains. The different critters. Don't you see?
I guess the
Can you
last...
see a pattern here? It is you! You are doing all of that!
We've done enough damage.
I didn't...
Our people are strong. They don't need us. Please
Huh.
accept that you can't save them all.
There wasn't this dialogue.
We go, son.
I missed some of the cinematics when I finished the game last. So, huh.
We don't belong here anymore, Father. Let's just leave it all behind. Together.
And then Nanotale should come up right now instead of this like boom boom like I don't know with this like that so rough, that transition is so abrupt. Anyway, so yeah, I did the final fight twice, but so that was the final fight. I forgot to record it first time, but luckily I was able to get there. The game saves right at the end, and you can repeat the fight over and over again, or you can go back and get all your collectibles if you have not completed all of them. But for me, I think I have all of the collectibles except for I think 2 in the caves, 2 or 1 in the caves, and all of them in the sand, in the desert area, all of them in the beginning, the Tree of Life area. So I will not go back for those the last 2 of them in the caves. I think that is good enough. Yeah, pretty nice overall. I think this game is pretty short. In my opinion, it's pretty short. Even with all of the collectibles. I don't necessarily remember how many episodes I have here. Let me just see. Maybe around 9 to 10 episodes. So yeah, pretty good. And like considering that some of the episodes are less than an hour long, if you have 10 of them, around maybe like the whole game, it's around 8 to 9 hours, and maybe less if you know where to go, of course. And if you don't, it might take you some time to find where to go, and that can take you a little bit more time. But I think it's around 8 hours to complete the whole game with all of the collectibles, of course. Some of the collectibles are in like they need you to think outside the box a little bit, and it might take you some time to get those. But to be honest, none of the puzzles are that bad. None of the puzzles are too hard to get. Overall, pretty nice game, pretty short game. It doesn't overstay its welcome, and I think like despite it being short, I think that the last fight there needs a little bit more work. And of course the last cinematic transition to the credits it's a little bit abrupt. It's a minor thing, but if you have a lot of these minor bugs or glitches or just things that you have not considered, that makes the experience a little bit less good. Like if you have a lot of them stacked up, like if I'm not making this series, I might just end up quitting in the middle of the game, because some of these bugs are really annoying, and some of the glitches in the ground, they block your path, and you have to like respawn, and then you have to. There are sometimes you don't have that many, like you don't have the flowers. No, not flowers. You don't have the necessary like monsters water to actually get to where the collectibles is. It can't make the experience a little bit annoying, considering that it's not a difficult game to begin with. If it's like hardcore roguelike, like difficult, very difficult. Everything is super difficult game. Like the, I think Ori and the Will of the Wisp is like a pretty good example. It's difficult, and it's like it says it's difficult. It sets the expectation in players to know that, oh, okay, it's a difficult game. I might need to take some time to figure out if it's a puzzle, if it's like the monsters are too hard, whatever the reason that makes the game difficult. But for this one, it's not a difficult game, so I was expecting like more relaxing experience. And then there are these bugs, annoying puzzles that are just annoying because not because of the difficulty, but because there's you can't go across the ground because of this like stupid like 1 pixel wide gap that you can't go through and that you can't really see, and then you have to try again and then make that gap disappear. It's just little things like this that makes the experience a little bit less good. It's a little bit less immersive. So I think with all of these bugs fixed, it will be a much better game. And obviously the last fight, since I just did it, the last fight needs a little bit more work. Too many waves, and obviously the transition from the cinematic to the credits. I have started the Monster Train, and Monster Train was just getting a little bit too annoying for me. I wanted to, and Nanotale just came out of early access, so it's full release now, and it's just in time for me to experience this story and this game. Very nice overall. Still, I would give it a 7 out of 10. So yeah. For the next video, I will return back to Monster Train, so stay tuned for that, and I will continue to master the page in Monster Train. With that, thank you guys so much for watching, consider subscribing, and I will see you next video. Peace.